Distinguished guests, administration, faculty, parents, and staff, welcome to the Lincoln High School commencement for the class of 2016. Would you all please rise for the national anthem performed by the Lincoln High School Chorus.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get them all off the wall. Get them all off the wall.
22 to 14.
Now, would you please allow me to introduce all of our distinguished guests, and I would ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. School Committee Chairwoman, Mrs. Christine Donadian. School Committee Vice Chair, Mrs. Mary Ann Roll. School Committee Clerk, Mr. John Carroll. School Committeeman, Mr. John LaFleur. School Committee Woman, Mrs. Tracy Kavanaugh. School Committee Woman, Mrs. Julie Zito. Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Georgia Fortunato. School Business Administrator, Mrs. Lori Miller. Director of Curriculum, Dr. Caroline Fry. Director of Student Services, Mrs. Mary Ann Struble. Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Kimberly Dixon. Information Technology Specialist, Mr. Mark Gadbois. Assistant Principals, Mr. Mark Cobb and Dr. Kimberly LaLiberty. Administrative Liaison, Mrs. Charlotte Tavares. Director of Guidance, Ms. Anne-Marie Van Nieuwenhuis. Our class advisors, Mrs. Melissa Schofield and Mrs. Karen Gill. Town Administrator, Mr. T. Joseph Almond. Town Council President, Mr. Keith Maxu. Town Council Vice President, Mr. James Jans. Town Councilman, Mr. Bruce Ani. Town Councilman, Mr. Kenneth Shet. Town Councilman, Mr. Arthur Russo. The Chief of the Lincoln Police Department, Mr. Brian Sullivan. Our valedictorian, Melissa Drake. Our salutatorian, Benjamin Chiapia. Our senior class president, Alex Levin. Our student council president, Emily Jacobson. In the audience, our director of operations, Mr. Armin Malazzo. The principal of Lincoln Middle School, Mrs. Heidi Godowski. The principal of Central Elementary, Dr. Patricia Jablinski. The principal of Lonsdale Elementary School, Mrs. Rosemary Stein. The principal of Northern Elementary, Dr. Alan Simonello. The principal of Salesville Elementary, Mr. Reza Sakurati. The assistant principal of Lincoln Middle School, Mrs. Barbara Long. The assistant principal of Northern Elementary, Mr. Jeffrey Spazzato. Would you please give everyone a round of applause? It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, who will bring greetings from the district. Would you please welcome Ms. Georgia Fortunato.
Good evening, honored guests, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the very talented and versatile class of 2016. Let me share something with you. Success in life is really about three things. It is about having courage to take risks, to take chances. It is about using your individual gifts to make our world a better place. And it is about having a moral compass to guide you. So the first one, taking risks. I have news for you. Life is a risk. Every day is a risk. Every day you will be presented with chances, opportunities, decisions, and challenges. In making your decision on what to say yes to and what to say no to, whether to turn left or right, to take the highway or the back road, to accept the first job offer you may receive, or to go on a date. All of your small decisions will add up to a path that takes you somewhere far different from where you are right now at this point in time. The easiest solutions are not always the right decisions. The hardest choices, the one that hurts your heart or makes you want to cry, make the right decision. And other times, the answer will be quite simple, a no-brainer. How will you know? Perhaps Debbie Ford, author of The Best Year of Your Life, Dream It, Plan It, Live It, summed it up best. To live a life of excellence, you will have to take risks. You will have to step into new territory and climb new mountains. If you're up to something that's as big as you are, it's going to be quite scary. If it feels perfectly safe, you will probably underachieve. To leave your mark in the world, you will have to stand someplace that you've never been willing to stand before. And you will have to have courage to aspire to excellence. Let me please repeat that. You will have to have the courage to aspire to excellence. If you have that courage to aspire for excellence, to take risks, to take chances, then you'll also be ready and willing to use your individual gifts to make our world a better place. When you are faced with a decision, I want you to ask yourself, does this decision fit my gift set? And this is my second point for you. You all have gifts. You have unique talents and traits, skills that make us unique and valuable, and that when we exercise these gifts, it benefits those around us. I think of a quote from William Shakespeare, "How far that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a weary world." So in making those decisions that you will come across in life, ask yourself if turning left or turning right at the crossroads help maximize or energize or enhance your skill set. And as you make decisions, how much will they help your candle grow its beam? And that leads us to my third point, the moral compass. Inside each of you is a compass. Some might call it a gut instinct. Something that tells you right from wrong, good from evil. Something will be better or worse. Something that will in your heart of hearts point you in the direction you need to go. Please listen to it. If you do, the rest takes care of itself. In being true to who you are and who you are not, you will expand and improve upon those individual gifts that make you who you are. Skills, gifts, talents that when accessed will help improve our world. When we listen to our compass, it is telling us where to go. When we ignore it, we often find ourselves asking, how did I get here? Where did I go wrong? I urge you all to listen to that compass inside your heart and your mind. Let it guide you. Follow it. You won't regret it. Remember, as you leave here today and you begin the rest of your journey through life, have the courage to take risks, use your individual gifts to make our world a better place, and please trust your compass. Thank you and good luck to the class of 2016.
Thank you, Mrs. Fortunato. And now to bring greetings from the school committee is the chairwoman, Mrs. Christine Donovan.
Thank you, Mr. McNamara. Good evening, graduates, honored guests, members of the administration, faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends. It is my pleasure to represent the Lincoln School Committee and to address the class of 2015 on this important occasion. Today, we memorialize that you have satisfied the requirements for graduation from high school. You have successfully performed your classwork. You have presented your exhibition project and completed your portfolio. The diploma that you receive today is one of the many steps to building your resume, career, and life purpose. So when I think about building a life purpose, I often think about a conversation I had with my son when he was 12 years old. It was at a time when he had been playing on a soccer team with 13 and 14-year-olds. One day, he was asked to fill in on a team that was his own age group because they were short players. While he was playing in that game, I observed how he avoided taking clear shots at the goal and instead would pass to another player. When I later questioned him about this, he responded, "I'm not going to play on the team as a guest and take all of the scoring opportunities for myself." He said, "I looked for an open teammate and passed to him so he could take the shot." At first I thought, wow, because that's pretty extraordinary. But as extraordinary as it is, it caused me to wonder, do we do enough to encourage that type of self-defense? I mean, we tally goals, saves, grade point averages, and class rank. These are the things that we recognize with trophies, certificates, and ceremonies. But is anyone keeping a scorecard on altruism? Are we concerned enough about building a character resume? As we think about our academic records, athletic records, financial standing, and professional stature, Do we give equal or even ample consideration to accumulating moral capital? Self-centeredness is natural. We all feel it. It's how we are designed, and it's what motivates us to achieve and to accomplish. It drives us to set goals, and once those goals are reached, it drives us to take our goals even higher. That drive to go beyond and to take each achievement to the next level is what leads us to progress and many other positive things. But left unbalanced and unchecked, that pursuit for something infinitely more and infinitely better can be profoundly unsatisfying. You see, success and fulfillment are not synonymous. Fulfillment is not based solely on position, network, or popularity. Fulfillment is also measured by the impact one has on others. True and complete fulfillment comes from serving who and what are most significant to you. That is why it is so important every once in a while to just decenter. Find richness in a cause outside of yourself. Concentrate your efforts on constructive sacrifices, charitable contributions, and just giving heart. The contributions that you make outside of yourself, your specific moral accomplishments, will build depth of character and demonstrate generosity of spirit. So as you accept your diploma today and embark upon whatever path you set for yourself, remember this: go out and achieve. Follow your personal dreams to infinite levels and possibilities. Build your academic and professional resumes. But while you do so, be aware that character counts. Balance your personal ambition with purpose and significance towards others. And every once in a while, give the ego a rest. Let somebody else score the winning goal. On behalf of the Lincoln School Committee, I extend my best wishes and congratulations to you all, the class of 2016. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nomination. And now to address the graduates with congratulations from the town of Lincoln this evening is the town administrator, Mr. T. Joseph Almond.
Good evening, thank you, Kevin. It's a pleasure to join Superintendent Fortunato, Chairwoman Donabedian, the entire school committee, the town council, and all the other guests that are here on stage with me this evening. I would like to also offer my sincere congratulations to the graduating class of 2016. Now, I know none of you are in a hurry to leave, get these diplomas and get out of here, so this won't take too long. But I'd really like to take a minute also to recognize your teachers and all the school administrators. They provided you with an excellent education. I'd also like to congratulate all your parents here this evening and all your family members that have supported you in your many achievements. Over the next few years and over the course of your life, you'll pursue a career, hopefully a dream job. Many of you will establish your own growing families, hopefully with much love and happiness. I encourage each of you to follow your dreams, set high goals for yourselves, take risks, and be prepared to rise above the setbacks. And I'm very confident that you're well prepared to succeed on any path that you choose. However, I would implore you also to be mindful that cultural, racial, social, political conflicts and challenges, core values that our nation is founded upon. The complexity of these challenges poses a threat to the abundant opportunities of freedom and prosperity that are intended to be universal to all of us, to future members of our society. There is, however, something that you can do. A free and democratic society requires active involvement of all its citizens. It is essential that if we are to preserve the individual opportunities and freedoms we all enjoy, you must resolve yourself to participate and make your voice heard. Standing here tonight, I am filled with great promise for that. I truly believe that you are among the best and brightest of the emerging generation of Americans. Each of you possesses brilliant minds, while also exhibiting many diverse and amazing talent. And I know that because I read Dr. Seuss the most years in the 2nd grade. But I am very confident that with your help, we can restore the health and strength of our great nation. We can indeed preserve our precious freedoms and ensure abundant opportunities for generations to come. So in closing, we need you. Go out in the world and accomplish great things, enjoy prosperity, and strive to achieve personal contentment. But be ever mindful to give back to yourself. Become involved and have genuine compassion and empathy for others. Take time to share your success and make use of your many talents to support the greater good of all people. I thank you for the privilege of speaking to you this evening. Again, I sincerely wish you each great success and happiness on whatever path you may choose. Good night, God bless, and celebrate safely.
Thank you, Administrator Allman. Our next speaker is Emily Jacobson, Student Council President.
Welcome, honored guests, faculty, friends, family, and the class of 2016. Around 1,020 days ago, this class walked through the doors of LHS, not knowing what to expect. Some of us were excited, but I think most of us were just nervous that an upperclassman was going to knock us down in the hallway. Of those 1,020 days, we have only spent 728 of them in LHS. When you think about it, 728 days is not a lot of days, considering that the average person is alive for over 28,835. That being said, we have only spent 2.5% of our lifetime in the halls of LHS. And yet, look at how much we were able to accomplish. Think about how many memories we made, how many pictures were taken, how many papers were written. We have poured our heart and soul into our time at LHS, not only in our academics, but in our clubs, leadership positions, sports, and personal relationships. We put 100% of our effort into everything we were a part of. For this reason, our grades only show about half of the hard work we have put into our years at LHS. Of those 1,020 days, or 24,480 hours, we spent only 4,368 hours in school. So what, may you ask, were we doing during the other 20,112 hours? You may think most of our time was spent sleeping or watching Netflix. But when I started thinking about it, I realized there just simply weren't enough shows on Netflix to keep one entertained for that many hours. I was curious, just as you all are, as to what my classmates were working diligently on during their time. And so, I reached out to my fellow classmates and asked for one specific thing they worked hardest for. The responses I received were eye-opening. Most people did not respond with classes or grades. I got long paragraphs and stories that showed me who my classmates truly are and what they worked hard for during their time in LHS. I received a variety of answers: variety show, AP biology, relationships, achieving a personal best in a sport, military basic training, friends, becoming a firefighter, practicing to be a soccer or lacrosse goalie, making all-state band, being a captain on a sports team, Spirit Week, and the list goes on. One of the most honest answers I received talked about gaining the respect of others and himself. This is something we have all worked hard for at the past 4 years, as we've learned the importance of learning from our mistakes instead of being disappointed in ourselves when we did not meet our expectations. The respect we have gained from ourselves and the well-earned respect of our teachers, family, and friends as we continue to prove ourselves as a class and individually through AP exams and other challenging courses, learning what Spirit Week was really all about, or putting on the 50th variety show. The hard work we put in to gain this rightfully earned respect make us all stronger as a class and as individuals. One common theme I found among the responses was that each person was passionate for the things they worked hardest for. These responses taught me that school is just one part of who you are in high school, and one part of who you will be in life. The experiences you have, the connections you make, and the respect you earn are vital for us to all continue to grow as individuals. So the advice I leave with you tonight is work hard for the things you're passionate for. A quote from St. Francis de Sales embodies this well. Let us be what we are and be that well. In other words, follow your heart and continue to work hard. Continue to earn the respect of your peers, mentors, teachers, family, and friends as you move on with life. Sitting with us today are the teachers, mentors, coaches, family, and friends who helped us learn who we are and let us be the best we could be. Thank you to all of those who helped us grow individually and as a class. We are forever indebted to you for making us better students, players, and people. We are starting a new chapter of our lives, but let us not forget the hard work we have put in over these 4 years, and yet move forward knowing this was only a small section of our life. Only 262,080 minutes were spent in the halls of LHS, and we have so many more opportunities to continue to work hard and be who we are. We work diligently for things we're passionate for. We will always find respect and success. Let us be what we are and be that well. Thank you, and congrats, class of 2016. We did it.
Thank you, Emily. The choral selection for this evening is Closing Time by Semisonic. Chorus, directed by Mr. Brandon Lahoud, and the Lincoln High School Band, directed by Mr. David Enos. Class of 2016, time flew. Not so long ago, you were freshmen on your first day of school, with all of high school before you. For your families, I'm sure that realization is even more poignant, because it is in the blink of an eye that you have tentatively stepped off that school bus for the first time, and now, here you are. No matter your personal tragedies or triumphs over the past 4 years, you are at a new beginning. Tonight is not about an ending, but about a beginning, a commencement of your new journey. I would like to thank our superintendent, Mrs. Fortunato, for her unwavering and unfailing support of Lincoln High School. Without her commitment to excellence and courageous leadership, Lincoln High School, and indeed the Lincoln Public Schools, would not be where they are today, a school and a district recognized as exemplary. Her recognition by her peers as the 2016 Rhode Island Superintendent of the Year is further evidence of our progress. Our 2014 and 2015 distinctions on the Advanced Placement Honor Roll and our rankings near the top of the state, according to U.S. News and World Report, give validation to our efforts. But no statistic is more meaningful than our 94% graduation rate for the class of 2015. The administration's efforts for tonight were led by Mrs. Charlotte Tavares, without whose hard work, this complex event would not be so successful. Thank you to Mr. Cobb and Dr. LaLiberty, Mr. Armin Milazzo, the Director of Non-Instructional Operations, and his staff, Mr. Chris Herman, Mr. Tim Dane, Mr. Zenny Stavros, Mr. Brian Matai, Mr. John Poole, Mr. Lou Laporte, Mr. Russell Savard, Mr. Mike Dunn, and Mr. Robert Wilmar. Thank you to Mrs. Patricia Kilsey and her staff, Mrs. Cheryl Delfarno, and Mrs. Kristen DeMello. And last, but certainly not least, my secretary, Mrs. Kathleen Murray, who has just completed her first commencement season. Thank you to Vicki Ryan from Bing Sales for providing the commemorative keychains that you all found on your seats tonight. I would also like you to thank Mrs. Melissa Schofield and Mrs. Karen Gill, our class advisors, for their many hours of hard work devoted to making all of this ceremony memorable for all. Thank you to Mrs. Calenda for putting the final touches on the advisory pictures. And thank you to our PAC volunteers for helping in many ways, not only tonight, but all year long. We have a round of applause for all those folks, please. Finally, I would like to thank the many faculty members in attendance here tonight. They are rightly proud of your accomplishments over the course of your high school career. They have spent countless hours planning and working to ensure that you received the best instruction possible to prepare for what comes next. Their commitment to the children of Lincoln is very much appreciated and recognized. A round of applause for our faculty, please. Finally, allow me to thank Mrs. Edna O'Neill Matson from the Community College of Rhode Island, who each year facilitates the planning and use of this wonderful space. Retiring after almost nearly 30 years of service as my secretary, Mrs. Del Poulin, she worked very hard each and every day to ensure Lincoln High School functioned smoothly. She took pride in her work and was an asset to Lincoln High School. Please join me wishing her the best in her retirement. Class of 2016, your time at Lincoln High School is nearing its end. So I hope that we have taught you to think, because you can never learn everything. and nor can you just Google it. You can't Google how to respond to terrorist attacks on America. You can't Google how to be more civil to one another. You can't Google how to make sense of the senseless. Instead, you must be able to think critically and analytically, using all your skills that you've learned from all your courses and all your life experiences to fully process the complex problems facing our nation and our world. As a class, I believe you are innately able to do this. You are innate questioners and mavericks. You will challenge the conventional wisdom that exists and that has unfortunately not come up with any solutions to the dangerous world that we face. So please continue to be divergent thinkers, mavericks, and questioners. Our nation depends on you, class of 2016, and I challenge you to come through. I know you will. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you this evening the salutatorian of the class of 2016, Benjamin Chiacchia.
So the prompt that I was given for the speech tonight was to simply talk about school. I appreciated the simplicity of the topic because it gave me a special kind of license to really run with trying to encapsulate what school meant the past 4 years. It's difficult to fathom the scope of this time, especially 4 years that were so important to our futures. There were classes of all sorts, from the gen eds to the arts, and some more advanced classes, like the specter of death that AP Physics occasionally proved to be. For most of us, however, school did not start and end in the classroom. Lincoln High School offers more in the way of extracurriculars than one person could be expected to participate in. And in my time, I've seen everything from charity projects to music to the famous or occasionally infamous variety show, and even a band of hardy pioneers who went to war on Ferguson Field, and whatever that marsh is in the front of our school. Any school can claim a diverse body of extracurricular activities and an extensive program of classes. What's impressive about this class is its ability to find success in these ventures, different as each is. For us, success presents itself in many paths. There are many who have pursued academic excellence, and many more who have demonstrated exceptional ability in art, music, sports, public service, all of which are displays of success worthy of our admiration. All of this continues to hold true as we sit here now, but there was also something unsettling about our years here. Each of us has sat through classes on subjects we will never study again. Many of us have played sports that we will never play again. And in the face of this realization, it's easy to wonder what the point of all of it was. Education is difficult to encapsulate. It would seem at first that it simply means absorbing facts, quotes, just long enough to convince the administration that we're competent adults who can be trusted not to mess up too much as we enter the real world. And to a certain extent, this is true. And though I would argue that there is a great deal of value in this, there's another part to education as well. Success in school, whether in sports, classes, or any of the other activities, cannot come without hard work. Games are not won without practice. Subjects are not mastered without attentive study. And art is not properly rendered without careful attention to detail. We may never read Shakespeare again, run wind sprints until exhaustion again, or stay after school with a teacher, analyzing our mistakes and kicking ourselves for finding absolute extrema when Mr. Rule clearly asked for relative. But each of these experiences teaches us something beyond the subject or the sport. They teach us how to work, and why work is integral to success. Success is not a feat easily achieved. It is reached by taking a challenging path and requires diligent effort. Success in school has meant late nights of study, while winning the big game has meant tireless practice each and every day. While our pursuits have been expansive in our time here, they have prepared us for a world of limitless opportunity. Such opportunities present their own set of challenges for us, but the lessons we have been taught about how to pursue success hold true here as well. This path to future success is not without adversity. Many of us sitting here today have experienced the pain of loss, the stress of daily life, and the pressure of school, work, family, and everything else put on us. In times of great difficulty, it is easy to be trapped by the blight of self-pity. It is often easier to blame or lash out at perceived wrongs or inconveniences than to address and steel ourselves to them. However, the easy choice is rarely the right one. Our time at Lincoln High has showed us this daily for the past 4 years. Apathetic students rarely excel, lazy musicians rarely play well, and non-competitive athletes rarely win. Life both in school and out does not always serve our interest, but as much as life can try to victimize us, only we can make ourselves victims. Despite the downturns on life's journey, we are ultimately in control and responsible for the opportunities we take and the successes we have. The French writer and philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre put it better than I can. Man is condemned to be free, because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does. It is up to you to give life meaning. The opportunity to succeed is out there. It's up to each of us to build our own legacy, because in the end, we each hold sole control on our own efforts. We could leave here today without a keen memory of great works or scientific principles, and we would still be better for our time at Lincoln High School. And so I implore you to think of the hard times and the trials that pushed you to try the most moving forward, as these are the lessons that will spur the success that each and every one of us are capable of. It has been a privilege to spend the last 4 years with each and every one of you, studying and working in your company. And I thank you sincerely for allowing me to share in this experience with each and every one of you.
Thank you, Ben. May I now present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2016, Melissa Drake.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2016. I know it has been a long journey to get to this day, but I want to express how proud and thankful I am that all of you were able to take this journey with me. I would also be remiss in forgetting to acknowledge the amazing support I have received not only from my wonderful parents, but from my entire network of family, friends, and teachers. Thank you all for everything you have done to help me get here. When the memo was first sent out to all the student speakers at graduation, it was suggested to me that I focus my speech on the future. At first I thought, how can I talk about something that hasn't even happened yet? I have no idea what the future holds. But as I searched the internet for ideas about the future, I came across the Merriam-Webster definition of future that simply stated, coming after the present time. I then realized how vague and indefinite our perception of the future is. Immediately, I felt stuck. I began to contemplate my own concept of the future, and suddenly the ideas of time and space became jumbled in my mind. However, after untying the metaphorical knot in my brain, it dawned on me that the best piece of advice I could offer this room full of graduates, families, friends, and faculty is to define your own future. Graduation is the opening of a new chapter. You can make it whatever you want, but you can never erase what you've already written. It's sort of like using a pen to solve a math problem. If you make a mistake, it doesn't go away. But the moral of the story is, you can cross out the mistake and find the right answer anyway. In life, the same thing happens. Mistakes you make don't seem to mean as much as long as you go back and make them right. This metaphor also suggests that as long as you recognize and fix the missteps you may take in life, you will always end up right where you were supposed to be. This idea is important for us all to take with us as we continue on our separate paths and create our own destiny. But this is only a small component of the measures we must take to ensure a successful life. In defining our own futures, we must also remember all of the lessons that we have learned here at Lincoln High School. We must take with us the values of respect and integrity that have molded us into the responsible young adults we are today. We must continue to show kindness to everyone we meet, and most importantly, we must follow our dreams. The single most important thing I've learned at my time here at LHS is that anything is possible as long as you work for it. It is my hope for every one of my classmates that you take this advice with you wherever you go, and use it to accomplish everything you hope to in life. We are the generation that will change the world. To some, that may sound frightening, but from my perspective, I could not be more excited to find out what we make of this world in the process of creating our own future. To close this speech, I'd like to share an original poem I have written, inspired by Mrs. Ashley Pavo, the teacher who taught me to live life deliberately. We are the class of 2016, and we are what we are. We are students, we are musicians, we are athletes. We are late night study sessions and early morning coffee runs. We are best friends, we are family, we are one big pride. We will be extraordinary. We will be boundaries broken and mysteries solved. We will be doctors, lawyers, teachers, and servicemen. We will be successful, but we will always be the class of 2016. Congratulations.
And now to deliver the class reflection is Mr. Alex Levin, Senior Class President.
Well, 4 years, 16 quarters, 728 days, all gone just like that, in the blink of an eye. It's been a crazy, lively, and emotional ride, and I'm not fully convinced that I'm ready to walk away from it. But the fact of the matter is that whether we are ready or not, we will all be wandering away from it now. At the moment that we come up here on this stage and get a piece of paper that tells us we did something great, we'll be forced to leave it all behind right away. And that's something that paper stands for is something far below the surface of just hard work and grades. It stands for a battle that was won, the battle known as high school. Our class refused to be sheep, as unfortunately so many students fall victim to in today's institutions. Instead, we displayed a noble trait that is missing in today's society, defiance. Not a chaotic, unruly defiance. We showed defiance through unity. We showed defiance through our free will and maverick attitude. We showed defiance through chanting forth in the face of other classes telling us we weren't good just because we got 4th place in Spirit Week competitions like it was our job. We didn't show defiance through vandalizing hallways or throwing bricks through windows. Let's not get things twisted here. Rather, we showed defiance through having someone yank off a pair of rip-off pants on stage for our class skit night. Rather, we showed defiance through having a masked wrestler hail from the city of Detroit. We may not have been the best class of all time, but we didn't have to be, as long as we were a together class. And that's exactly what the class of 2016 does better than any other class in recent memory. Coming together in the face of adversity and exemplifying a trait that will help us all go a long way in life, independence. Day in and day out, we marched to the beat of our own drum and made the most of our time spent here at Lincoln High School. Adversity is not all that we defied, though. More importantly, we defied the odds. As millennial high school students, the odds are stacked against us. School isn't how it used to be. It is now almost made into some type of complex game, and those who choose to play it are stuck playing it even if they no longer want to play it, all the way up until today, graduation. No one, and I mean no one, can do this on their own. And if you try to, it'll probably push you over the edge. But the truth of the matter is that we all needed each other. in some way at some point to make it here today. Mr. McNamara told us the first day of school, our freshman year, in the auditorium that we would not make it unless we did this together, and we did. As said in the Phantom of the Opera, if I am the Phantom, it is because man's hatred has made me so. If I am to be saved, it is because your love redeems me. I'm not quite sure how that fits into graduation, but I wanted to get a Phantom quote into my speech so bad. Some other sappy quotes I wanted to use, but I couldn't find a place for, or don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. This is not the end, it's just the beginning. And also a quote from my role model, John Cena, you can't see me. Alright, well, I had to get that out of my system to fight off any tears I could feel coming on, but to bring this back on track, I implore you all to look back at some of our best memories here at Lincoln High School. Look to the person to your left, to your right, in front of you and behind you, and just let it sink in that this truly is it. We will never all be in the same place at the same time again, so appreciate this. One memory that will stay with me forever was on our class skit night when we sang perfectly and in unison, Sweet Caroline. If I could stay in that moment forever, I would. So I ask you, the class of 2016, Senior Sandlot, to go back to that moment just for one last time and join me in Sweet Caroline. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet. I'm a Yankees fan till I die. That's a good song. That's a good song. If I could stay in this school with all of you, it'd be ideal. I love my class at Lincoln High School, and I find it hard to believe that in college I could ever meet a group of people that offer even the slightest bit of variety, energy, laughter, fun, and memories that the Lincoln High School class of 2016 has to offer. It's been a true pleasure representing a group of people like you all, and I encourage everyone to just keep in contact the next few years. So I now leave you with these two things to carry with you wherever you choose to go in life. 1, fourth is the new first. And 2, don't ever forget where you came from, because it's where we came from that made us who we are today. And Lincoln molds some damn good people. Thank you.
I would now ask that you direct your attention down to the bridge, because awarding the diplomas will be Mrs. Christine Donamedian, the chairwoman of the school committee, and our superintendent, Mrs. Georgia Fortunato. Presenting the class of 2016 is the director of guidance, Mrs. Anne Marie Van Nieuwenhuis.
Oh, it's been so long. It's going to be 2 hours. It takes forever. Can I sit down? No. What do you mean? We'll move around.
Melissa Erin Drake. Benjamin P. Chiavia. Alex
Brandon Lee Camara. Taylor Marie Meyerjack. Amanda Renee Lesperance. Amy A. Lemos. Emma Teresa Casal. Megan Joy Chitowski. Ava Elizabeth Greenberg. Andrew Carlson Wynn. Kaylee Marie Capraro. Taylor Marie Furtado. Marissa Elizabeth Isabella. Dari Ezanov. Meyer Syed Hussain. Alexander G. Huerta. Hamza B. Abdi. Baham Ahmad. Matthew Forrest Albanese. Ivan A. Alvazurez. Jesse Joel Allard. Natalia Sophia Altanji. Tanner Rayo Alves. Victoria Rose Anderson. Tommy B. Augusto. Derek A. Amont. Ali Awad. Hussam Bara. Jonathan Michael Barnes. William Douglas Barr.
It doesn't fit. It didn't remind me.
Joseph Thomas Basker. Ashley Marie Beers. Travis Beers. Emma Elizabeth Benoon. Devin Frank Valeri. Sophia Elizabeth Bishop. Kelsey M. Glass. Lily Marie Booth. William R. Bray. Kelsey L. Rayold. Mark Gordon Rayold Jr. Michaela Volta Elaine Brennan. Ian J. Bridges. Tyler D. Britt. Brianna Lee Rousseau. Marissa R. Brown. Brittany L. Brum.
Oh my God.
Jake Richard Pinto Burlingame.
Yeah, I know.
Stephanie Ian Haynes.
Nope, I don't want to pass it.
Ronnie Sue Capaldi. Jillian Rose Capasso. Kyle Alexander Carvalho. Kaylee Chalmers Neff. Jacob Robert Champagne. Roy Alexander Chase. Kimberly Ann Chichi. Chanrazne Chen. Lauren Samantha Cristo. Megan Monique Lawson. Alexandra Rose Coca. Alexis E. Cockerum. Emily Lauren Conate. Ryan David Corbin. Tyler Dominic Curie. Travis J. DeLuz. Joseph Gerard DeRosa. Alexander Gary Da Silva. Ethan Marcus Da Silva. Sarah Nicole DeToli. Alexis Lee Dakotas. Ryan Wayne Degnan.
Ryan, hold it up.
Brinton Eustace
Hold up your diploma.
Decrion.
That's such a brag.
Pedro De La Cruz. Aislinn Chandel Dewar. Nathan Joseph Donovan. Alex Ian Drezek. William Dew.
Wait, what? Is he like leaving?
Lydia Dubrova. Sienna Elena Dumas. Brianna Yvonne Eastwood. Alexis E. Eamon. Catherine Elizabeth Farrell. Anna Laura Gosselin. Thomas F. Udidis. Erin Marie Hannon. Andrew Gerard Harden. Madison K. Hayes. James Douglas Heineman. Alexis Sebastian Hernandez. Benjamin Vincent Thomas Hebner. Sierra Ann Hicks. Haley Starr Keene. Alan Stephen Hilton.
Except Taylor has a really small.
Alexis Michael Halloran.
I don't think their faces are the same. Taylor has a
Rachel Lynn Holmes.
she looks super out.
Jason Thomas Hopkins. Dakota Crystal Poole. John M. Hoyle III. Mariah Lottie Holquist. Shayna Monique Jackson. John Charles Jarboe. Caleb C. Jeffrey. Tiana Marie Johnson. Danielle M. George. Zena L. Kaboon.
I forgot that. Good job.
Latasha Basharat Khan.
If they're doing ours, I'm sure though.
Madison Paige Kiernan. Devin M. Kiley. Veronica Kopinska. Maya Gretchen LaFleur. Homer L. LaFond IV. Andrew J. Lamott. Isabella Juliana Landry. Jake M. Laverdiere. Alexander M. Leclerc. Brooke Valerie Lemoy. Jessica Lee Lyle. Fantasia Teddy Lopes. Austin M. Gloria. Michaela S. Lorengo. Ross Paul Mariaco. Alana Lynn Meltizo. Christina Mia Marchetti. Trevor Joseph Marks. Danielle Elizabeth Martineau. Giovanni Martinez Archizoni. Christian Tyler Massey. Taylor Ray Matheson. Michaela Rose McKenna. Robert O. McNally. Sophia Ida McPhee. Jason James Mendoza. Jacqueline M. Mayo. Andrew N. Miller. John George Petrie. Ariana L. Montanez. John Edward Mata III. Dana Michelle Navillier. Michael Thomas Nelson. Eric Wynn O'Neill. Kayla Deasy Poe Oster. Drew